Right. See, my dear friends, to continue the class, I have to explain the previous two classes very shortly. See, my dear friends, if you want to write a C program, you have to write like this. First, you need to mention hash include stdio.h. Then we need to mention the main method. Then we need to write the code between these two curly brackets. These two curly brackets, we need to write the code. It is called include statement. It is called main method. The code is nothing but processing statements. Here include statement is nothing but to build a application, we need so many tools. Suppose if you want to repair a vehicle, you need a wrench, you need a screwdriver like that. In the same manner, to build application, we need some tools. Those tools are already built and kept in this header file. Before going to start your program, you have to copy the tools of this header file into your program. For that, we need to write this line of code. If you don't write this line of code, then you cannot use any tools. Those are helpful to build an application. So it is mandatory in every program. Your program always, your solution always write within the main method. So we have a main method. Here we need to write the solution. Right. So next, we need to understand the concept. Second concept is, what is data types? In data, we have some types. Whenever you go to tiffin center, there you can see some idlis, dosa, puri, parota, chapati, like that. All are called types of tiffin. In the same manner, in data also we have some types. Those are called data types. Whenever you are writing a program, you need to say type some letters, A, B, C, D, like that. These are called characters in C language. Whenever you are writing, you need to type some numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. These are called integers. In between 0 and 1, we have so many numbers like 0 0.1, 0 0.11, 0, like that. So these are called floating point numbers. Float. The same numbers you can call as double also. Now character means it is clear, alphabets. Integer means it is clear, round number. Float also clear, it is a number which is having decimal point. Now what is the difference between float and double? You may get some confusion. See, I gave two examples here. I take one variable float type, result equal to 100 by 3. What is the result of 100 by 3? It is equal to 33.333333 and so on. But this float maintains 6 precisions. How many precisions? 6 precisions. Whereas double maintains 10 precisions. How many precisions? 10 precisions. So if you want to use less than or equal to 6 precisions, you go for float. If you want to maintain more than 6 precisions, you go for double. That is the difference. Here each and every data has its own size. Whenever you store one character in computer memory, it occupies 1 byte of memory. Suppose you store a number, integer, it occupies 4 bytes of memory. To store float, it requires 4 bytes. To store double, it requires 8 bytes. Bytes in the sense it is the size. It is the measurement of the memory. The next topic is variables. See, variable is nothing but it is a container. What is it? It is a container which is used to store the data. See this. It is a container which is used to store the data. Here I created 3 containers. I stored 501 in one variable, 3JA in one variable, 98.5 in one variable. So to store the values, we need to create variables. Here I created 3 variables like this. I created roll number variable. It is integer data type. Why? Because it is 501 is a number. It is SNAME. SNAME is a character data type. Why? Because it contains alphabets. Average marks. It is nothing but float. Why? Because it has a dot operator. Number with dot operator. Like that you can create a variable. Now the next concept today I will explain. What are the rules we need to follow while naming the variables? While naming the variables. Those are called scope rules of variables. What is that? Scope rules of variables. Today my Windows is getting stuck. Wait a minute, my dear friends. While naming a variable, we need to follow some rules and regulations. Those rules and regulations are called as scope rules of variables. Scope rules of variables. What are the rules you have to follow? We need to understand very clearly. First, I will explain using a table. I am taking a table which is having 2 columns. First, here I am going to write valid variable name. Here I am going to explain you invalid variable name. I am creating a variable like this, number 1. It is valid. I am creating a variable. First number, it is invalid. Why? Because the variable name always begins with an alphabet or underscore. But it is beginning with a digit, so it is wrong. So the name of variable, the name of the variable must begins with alphabet or underscore. It is invalid. But if you write like underscore first number, it is valid. Why? Because the first letter should be alphabet or underscore. That is the rule. The second rule, number 1, it is wrong. Why? Because it has a space. It doesn't allow the spaces. It doesn't allow the spaces. You should not give space between the name. It does not allow the spaces. It does not allow the spaces. But it is also wrong. Number underscore 1, it is also wrong. Sorry, number plus 1. Here we don't use any space. Even though it is wrong. Why? Because it allows only the underscore. Except underscore, it won't allow any symbol. So it does not allow any special symbol, special character, except underscore. Underscore only allowable. Except underscore, you cannot use anyone. Next, you cannot use integer, character, float, double like that. Why? Because all these are the names already defined by the computer. These are the keywords. Keywords means, suppose you create one name, that is called just name identifier. If you create any name in computer, you means user. User created names are called identifiers. But these are not defined by the user. These are already defined in computer. Those are called keywords. These are having the specific meaning. So you should not use keyword as a variable name. So it should not be a keyword. Should not be a keyword. The maximum length of the variable is 32 characters. It should not exceed the 32 characters. Its length should not exceed 32 characters. Lengthy name you cannot give. So number underscore 1, it is valid. Why? Because it can use only underscore. It should not use any plus, minus, into, by like that. So it is about the scope rules of variables. My dear friends, listen carefully. We have first free demo classes, 5 free demo classes. After 5 free demo classes, I will create a WhatsApp group to you. Every day I will send this material to you using the WhatsApp group. So from 6th day onwards, you need not to write it down. Up to the free demo classes, you need to note it down. Later, you need not to note. I will send this material soft copy every day to you after completion of class. Until that, please note on this. Can I scroll down? Friends, is it completed? Can I go to next topic?
Yes, sir.
Right. See, my dear friends, in every program, after each line, we'll type a semicolon. See this? In sample C program, here I used semicolon. Now, what is the use of this semicolon? What is the use of semicolon? I will explain here. semicolon. Actually, it is called statement terminator. Statement terminator. Symbol is this one. Semicolon. After each statement, we have to put semicolon. It is called statement terminator. Each and every statement must ends with semicolon. It is called statement terminator. See here, why I gave space here? Why? Because it means one word is completed. When I give full stop here, it means one sentence is completed. Here it means one line of code is completed. Now here, what is a statement? Statement is nothing but an instruction given to computer. Statement is an instruction given to computer is called statement. An instruction given to computer is called a statement. After every statement, we have to put semicolon. That is called statement terminator. Right? Please note on this, my dear friends. Friends, if it is completed, please tell me. Ping a message or unmute your mic and speak out. Okay, right. After main method, I used one curly bracket. After closing, I used one curly bracket. What are the use of these two? First, my dear friends, it is indicator. What it is indicating? It is indicating the beginning of a function or beginning of a block, BLOCK block. If you want to begin a function, you have to use this symbol. If you want to say the function is completed, you have to use this symbol. So these two are called limits. So it is called limiter. Limiter. It is called open delimiter. It is called closing delimiter. One is called open delimiter. What is the symbol for this? The symbol is open curly bracket is called as open delimiter. What is the use of this? It is used to indicate the beginning of function or block. Block means group of statements. Suppose if you write 4 or 5 lines of code, you want to group them. For that, we have to use curly bracket. So it is used to indicate the beginning of the function or block. So closing delimiter. Closing delimiter. What is the symbol for this? Closing curly bracket. It is called closing delimiter. What is the use of this one? It is used to indicate. It is also indicator. Indicate the end of function or block. End of function or block. It is called open delimiter and closing delimiter. Next one is in main method. Before crossing statement, I used this symbol. What is the meaning of this symbol? Actually, it is called comment. It is called comment. Comment means whenever you are roaming on roads, there are so many shops. For each shop, there will be a board like Ajanta Medicals, okay, Annapurna Hotel, like that, or Chitralaya Theatre, like that. What is the use of that nameplate? Nameplate is very useful to know what is that. Is it a hotel, or is it a hospital, or is it a cinema hall? What is that? How to identify? By using a nameplate. Here also, for what purpose you are writing the code, that you need to mention. Otherwise, the readers will not understand your program. You are writing a program. It should be read by someone. To understand it very easily, we need to write comments in program. So comment is nothing but a message about the program. It is a small message. It is a message about the code. Whenever you write the comment, then it becomes easy to understand. It is useful to easily understand the program. Understand. If you understand easily, then you can learn easily. Easy to learn also. When you learn easily, you can write the programs very easily. Easy to implement also. Easy to implement also. When you write comment, then what happens? It will give the extra meaning. It will give extra meaning to program. It will give more clarity about the program. It will give extra meaning to the program. Comments are basically two types. These are two types. First one is single line comment. Single line comment. Second one is multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. What is single line comment? One, single line comment. What is the meaning of single line comment? I am writing a comment like this. This is a comment to explain about the code. See, my dear friends, it is a comment. It is very small in size. It is fitting in one line. So it is called single line comment. Single line comment always begins with this symbol, slash slash. So a comment which is small in size, it fit in one line. So it is called single line comment. So it is called single line comment. It always begins with this symbol. It always begins with slash slash symbol. It is the example for this. Now I am going to explain you what is multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. Multi-line comment means the comment is big in size. It is not fitting in one line. A comment which is big in size, it is not fitting in one line, then it is called multi-line comment. I will give an example for multi-line comment. This is multi-line comment. It is in multiple lines. Here I have 2 lines. I want to make these 2 lines as comment. Then you can put slash slash here and here. But suppose if you want to comment 100 lines, then you have to put 100 times like this symbol. But it is not good coding practice. The good coding practice is if you have multiple lines of comments, then use multi-line comment symbol. That is slash star. After completion, star slash. You have to write. So multi-line comment always begins and ends with these 2 symbols. So it always enclosed within slash star and star slash. Between these 2 symbols, you have to write the multi-line comment. It is the example for that. So whenever you write a comment, then computer won't compile. Comment you are writing for the user who is going to read your program. It is for user purpose, not for computer purpose. So comment does not compile. Compile means, what is the meaning of compilation? You are writing the program in English, but computer cannot understand English. Before going to execute, whatever you write, that should be converted into machine understandable language. That process is called as compilation. So whatever you are putting in comment, it won't compile, means it won't convert into machine language. Comment does not convert into machine language. If it is not converting into machine language, then it won't execute also. Comment doesn't execute. Comment does not execute also. It is not compiling, it is not converting to machine language, it is not executing. Why you are writing? It is just for user purpose. It is for us, our purpose. It is just for user purpose. Why? Because I will give a small example to you, my dear friends. Anil, Sambit Singh, Srija and Swati, you are a software developing team. You developed one software. It took 6 months time. After 6 months, you completed the project. You given to the client. After completing the project, after few days, if any error get in that project, who will solve? You won't solve. Why? Because after completion of project, you will go to the next project. At that time, you are doing second project. Company don't disturb you. Then what happens is, company appointment a maintenance team. That maintenance team has to solve that problem. Whatever the error occurred in your program, who need to solve? Maintenance team. Here, whatever the code you write, it should be easily understand to maintenance team. For that, we need to write comments. Comments are very, very useful tool while writing the projects. So these are just for user purpose, not for computer, not for you. Right? Note on this, my dear friends. Can I scroll down? Samit, we can use open bracket and round bracket. Round brackets also we can use. I will explain. Can I scroll down? If it is completed, please tell me, friends. Okay, thank you, Srija. Friends, he asked one doubt. What is the use of round brackets? My dear friends, they see one thing. It is Google Pay number or Phone Pay number. If you want to pay the fee, you can pay the fee using this number. 9297972727. 9297972727. My dear friends, round brackets we are using to define the function. Function means building the application is nothing but doing some operations. Each operation we can represent by using a function. Function or method, both are similar words, method or function. To represent the word function or method, we have to use this round symbol, round brackets. In C language, we can use totally 4 types of brackets. Round brackets, it is for function. It is for function or method also. Curly brackets, it is used to indicate the beginning or ending of a function or block. Square brackets, it is used to represent array. I will explain what is array later. Angular brackets are represent to system defined header files. Hash include stdio.h. stdio.h we need to represent within that. So these 4 types of brackets, it is for function. Right. Friends, in today's class, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, I will wind up the today's class. Friends, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, I will wind up.
Good, sir. Thank you.
Okay, ma. Thank you. Thank you. Good night.